I want you to look at somebody and tell them, it's time to shine. Now be a little bit more emphatic and say, it's your time to shine. Now we need to say to everybody in America, it's our time to shine. When Moses came down the first time, there was nothing special about his face. But when he came down the second time, he was shining. It speaks of an analytical assessment of what seems to be the problem in our day. And that is, somehow we have removed man's personal contribution and responsibility for his life. We have run from responsibility, unfailing to understand that whenever you are given responsibility, it's respect. Because God respects you enough cognitively and intellectually, and he respects what he has created to reveal himself to the extent that he respects who he creates. You see, I can love you and not respect you because you don't take care of your business. But the more responsibility you can stand up to is the more respect I'll give to you. You see, a whole lot of folk want to be respected when they're not responsible. I wish I had the time. I wish I had the time. You see, God is going to hold us accountable. And the only way to hold anybody accountable is because they are responsible. You can't hold somebody accountable who is not responsible. Which means I want him to hold me responsible because I'm getting ready to hold him responsible. You cannot tell me that God is flowing through your being and you have to sit around and wait for somebody else to make your life work for you. If you get up and partner with God, you can let the enemy know, I don't have to compromise with anybody to have my life work. God and I will make it work. And if you come up in my life, you are not a necessity, so you better be a benefit. I'm not going to sit around here and make your life work simply for you, but I'm going to make it work through you. We are going to partner to defeat the enemy. And if you think you're going to sit around, hardly pray, hardly fast, hardly think, hardly work things out, want to sit at home and me drop you off an envelope of blessing, the devil is a liar. You're going to get up, shake yourself, empower yourself with the mind I gave you and tell the devil it's my time to shine. Oh, I feel something pushing me here. I want to take you now to Abraham as I move to Moses. The first words of God to Moses, to Abraham, is leave your land. I want you to leave the place of your birth, leave your father's house. Now this is your personal responsibility. I want you to leave some things that you think are so important to your destiny. Now who else but a higher power can say to me, I don't care how you came in this world, I'm going to hold you responsible for how you come out. Because so often we want to blame everybody and everything for the condition we find ourselves in. You think that your father is the reason you're that way, and your mama is the reason you're that way. But here's what I want you to do, Abraham. I want you to leave your land. And here's what God said: leave leave your land. Whatever you think is forming you into who you are, Abraham, I want you to leave your land. My mama's mama was this way, and my daddy's daddy was this way, and it's come down through many generations. As I look at Israel's journey, what I see is not just a geographic change of position, but what I see is a psychological change of disposition. Because when Israel is coming from Egypt and they're on their way to Canaan, it is a 3-day journey, and they couldn't get there because God couldn't penetrate the mind. If there is to be a manifestation, there has to be a transformation of the way you think in the middle of all the benefits and blessings that God has placed around you. How you're going to get from slavery to ownership if you still keep your same mentality? I can get you there in 3 days, but your mindset has kept you in a wilderness for 40 years. But I just rose to tell you it's your time to shine. If you can just get your mind out of the negative and put it in the positive, can't no devil in hell stop you from becoming what God would have you to be. I feel the Holy Ghost in here. If you are not responsible, you're going to lose blessings. Opportunities are going to be ignored. Stupor is going to be induced, and we're going to start a lot of stuff that we don't finish because you are responsible for you. Shake somebody's hand like you're going to shake it off and say, if you can't make yourself happy, why do you expect me to make you happy? If you can't pick yourself up. Moses now is on the way down, and he hears the sound of dancing. And Joshua said, it must be a battle. Moses says, no, it's not. These people are going crazy down here. And he takes the tablets of stone that God made himself, and he shatters it on the ground when he descends from the mountain, and he shatters the 2 stones. I feel something pushing me now. Now, Moses, if you had participated in building this, you would not have torn it apart so fast. That's where we have gone wrong. We just sit back and wait until the government does it. The devil is a liar. You have the power of God in your spirit, and your mind ain't no less than anybody's mind that's outside the church. And I'm sick and tired of church people wanting me to pack my mind up and leave it in the cloakroom. That's why you can tell me anything. The devil is a liar. How am I going to be the next Bill Gates? By simply sitting down at home with a Bible in my hand. The devil is a liar. I got to put the Bible down, bring my mind into play, and let the world know, because I speak in tongues, that don't make me a dummy. I feel like preaching in here. I feel like lifting him up. Can I preach like I feel it? If you participate with God, it'll last longer. The first commandments were broken instantly. The second commandments are still around, because when Moses got involved, he put the human factor with the heavenly factor. Whenever your sweat, blood, and tears go into helping God work something out, you ain't gonna walk away from it. Can I feel like preaching? I might as well preach. Every woman in here, give your sister a high five and say, sister, a man don't stay with you because of what you give him. I might as well preach it. Excuse me, brothers. You can give him a car. You can give him pocket money. You can give him a house and buy everything he wants. And before you know it, he'll lip out of the house and get him a little woman with 5 babies, and you ain't got none. And you're beginning to wonder, how could he have left you when you were so good to him? But can I tell you a secret? Let him buy your car. Let him buy your house. Let him drive your car, and let him fix your life up. And when things seem to be going wrong, he ain't gonna be in no hurry to leave no house he paid his money for, to leave no car he paid his money for. He ain't trying to leave because he had to pay for it. Shake somebody's hand. Say, partner, it's time to shine. When you pray and walk with God, when you pray and hold God's hand and come down from the mountain and let the devil know it wasn't God alone, but I did my part. I got up in the morning and I told the devil, I will have victory because it's my time. Ain't nothing wrong with my mind. Shake somebody's hand. Say, I ain't a dummy. I can get it done. I can have victory. This is my year. I feel the Holy Ghost. Y'all excuse me, but God respects me because he gave me the mind, and you can't let other folk talk you out of your mind. Your mind is God-given. Your mind is intellectual. Your mind can think things through. You are articulate. You got personality. You got character. And God said, I want to use you to break down the stronghold of poverty. Somebody holler, shine. Tell your neighbor, shine. 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 God is in you. Shine. Power. Shine. Spirit of God. Shine. Holiness. Shine. Victory is mine. I'm gonna shine. Hit somebody. Say, shine. It's in you. 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 Shine. Have you ever wondered why there is no image of God? And he would never ever allow an image, because any image of God would restrict the freeness of your thoughts about the God you have created in your own mind. Because what restricts God is the God you have created. In your own mind. So Moses, you see that rock over there? You go over there and cut out the stone. I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. You go over there and do the manual labor, because I ain't going to do it. I'm going to write like I did before. Because what I do exclusively has never lasted as long as what you and I have done together. I'm closing. anybody disrespect your capacity to think. And God does not make dummies. Don't insult him, because he's placed in you and he knows what he placed in you. God did not plan for your life to be this stagnant this long. Take one person by both hands. For us to have the manifestation, I got news for you. That manifestation is coming through you. This is a year of the manifestation of you, of you, of your ministry, of your success. You're going to spend some sleepless nights. You're not just going to be laying up in bed and it come to you. You're going to spend some studying hours. Have a whole lot of business meetings. Ain't nobody just going to call you and say, we just deposited 20 million in your account. All of that hocus pocus is past. Roll up your sleeves now and shine. Dig your stone out the rocks now. And let God ride on it. Father, squeeze one hand. You said whatsoever things we bind in heaven, we bind on earth, rather you would bound in heaven. I bind doubt. I bind low self-esteem. I bind every spirit of gullibility. I bind it right now. I bind laziness. I bind the spirit of failure. I come against that spirit right now. I bind it. I bind it. I bind the negative that we listen to night and day. I rebuke every person that'll just receive the negative to their own debilitation. I push back the negative. Devil, take everything back. You take it back, because it ain't coming through here. We will not receive. Squeeze the other hand. I lose faith. I lose intellect. I lose cognitive energy. I lose your ability. All of those years of study, I lose it now on your behalf. I lose the open door. I lose the generous spirit. I lose faith right now. You're going to make it happen. You and God working together. It's done right now. Shine, 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 shine. Woo! Give somebody a high five. Say, it's my time to shine. It's our time to shine. God gave you too much. Time to come out. We ain't waiting for no blessing. We're going to get a blessing. The kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it. Take it. Take it. It's all around you.